there anything better to do as a pregame show for the Indiana game than watch me and Sean give it to you live? Hey, welcome, everybody. I'm going to go over to the YouTube page, see who's on this damn chat, see who's rock and rolling, shaking and baking. But what the hell did you send me, Sean? You sent me something from Awful Announcing. And by the way, we sit here and we await for Stephen A. Smith to clap back at me for calling him an Awful Announcing. Picked it up. A couple 100,000 people watched it. I called him the Republicans' village idiot, which he is. And if that offends you, suck it. But anyway, we are rolling today, and we thank everybody. I'm going to get into the Indiana game. I got my tickets secured for the basketball, the football, Urban Meyer party on Friday night, 5 o'clock, Kilroy Sports Bar downtown. I don't know what the hell else I can do for the great people of Indiana. I really don't. I don't understand it. You ask, I give. What are you going to do? Huh? We got 23 of you watching. That's a good crowd. We ain't mad at that crowd. We got Otter Creek. We got Laughbox Hero. How are you? Phil Bridges, Stephen-R2WRB, D-Rail, the Otter Creek, Brad Buffington. I love the crowd that we have right now because it's a mix of older and newer, and I got to tell you, I dig all of it. I dig everything that we got going. Hey, Dan, let's see. This guy asked, my question to you is, why are you coming down so hard on Lane Kiffin, calling him a whore and all that stuff? He spent 6 years, brought him from the SEC has-been to a team that won 10 games 4 times, all poached their new coaches. Why? I didn't call him a hoe. I didn't. Not at all. I said, what I said was I didn't blame Lane Kiffin. I didn't blame Lane Kiffin, but I don't feel sorry for the players. Randy Cross on my show called him a hoe. He went with the whole heels up thing. He gave you a visual. You know, the convertible back in the 50s, the big old car, and some football player takes off his Letterman jacket and some little cheerleader pulls up the skirt? That wasn't me, people. That was not me, Stephen. You got it. The one thing we do on this show better than any, Stephen, I think you're new to this show, but one thing we do is we listen and we pay attention. Never said he was a hoe, never criticized him. In fact, I've done the opposite. I don't give a shit what he does. I know this, he has never in his entire coaching career won a conference title. Ever. Now, people bitch at me, but I was there 10 years at Bowling Green. 7 of them, I lost my 2 best players. 5 of them, I lost my 3 best players, and we still won a damn conference outright in my 3rd year, despite the fact we lost Tony Reed, who was a first-team All-MAC player the year before. Don't at me with crap. If you're going to come at the king, you best come correct. Yo. Hey, what was this? You guys got to see this. What was this thing about Awful Announcing where a woman was going to run around naked if Lane Kiffin left, Sean? What was this?
Yeah, I found a pretty unfortunate and uncomfortable piece of broadcasting here from courtesy of the Paul Feinbaum show, where I guess he had Chef Elizabeth High School, who does some cooking and stuff and work with the Today Show. And this is not to be ageist, but it kind of felt like watching your grandparents flirt, and that gave me some goosebumps on my back. So
Let's see it.
Let's go. You'll have a whole lot
Let's
more
go.
interesting things to discuss than Lane Kiffin leaving Ole Miss. You are wasting your time. You are wasting your breath. Mark my words. He is not leaving. And I'll tell you right now, if he does leave us, I will strip down butt naked and I will run around the Oxford Square. There you go. I said it and I will. That's how confident I am that he is staying and we will see him next year.
Man, you now have.
I wouldn't mind seeing them things bouncing up and down. Has she done anything like that?
No, you're as bad as Feinbaum, man. That is not right.
What did he say? What did he say?
Feinbaum was like, oh, well, now I'm kind of hoping he leaves. I'm like, God, reel it in.
Hey, you get to my age, it's a thrill still. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, she take off that apron. I think those things are all right. Let's see those bad boys. You know, here's what I don't understand, and I want to ask our audience, have you ever made a bet that you had to pay off that was like so ridiculous? I'll tell you mine. The only time I really made a dumb bet, do you remember the name? I don't know if you guys remember this name. She was the best pitcher in college softball. Her name was Montana Fouts. She was at Alabama. She was a pitcher of the year for you. You remember Montana, Sean?
Yeah. She was
so
she
Montana,
like 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah, beautiful young lady, gorgeous, but a better human being. She's at our house one day. My stepdaughter played softball with her. They were probably seniors, juniors in high school, whatever. So it was, these girls are staying at our house, and they were playing a game, and I can't remember what the game was called. But the loser, we had this retention pond, this stinking ass retention pond. And Montana and my stepdaughter Tegan are like, hey, Dan, come on. So you had to do this, Sean. You went 1, 2, 3. You had to say a number between 1 and 10. If you both said the same number, you had to do what the bet was. So I think it was either Hannah or Tegan went, all right, 1, 2, and we both said 7, which meant I had to do. So I had to jump in fully clothed into this stinking ass detention pond. I have always kept myself away from jackassery, those idiot bets. Have you ever made a bet like this where like, hey, baby, let's see those cans? You know what I'm saying? I mean, have you ever made a bet like that where it's like, man, I wish I hadn't done that?
Yeah, I'd say getting back with the fellas during college, first, real drinking back at home. You're in college, you want to play beer pong, you want to play all the drinking games. I get a loud mouth with these guys. I could beat you guys left-handed.
What'd you bet? Why all this talk? What was the bet?
Naked lap, Dan. I lost left-handed. I thought I could beat them left-handed. Naked lap around the block. Just like this high school lady. Yeah, I did it. It was terrible. It was awful. It's pictures circulating. Whenever this group chat goes dead, yeah, let's get a picture of Sean's ass in here. Make everyone laugh. That's good. That's gonna be fun for everyone.
Yeah, he's flopping that big thing around, throwing it over his shoulder and running around the block. Yeah. A James-E4M3U, simply the best show out there. Dan Hilarious comes up with $1,000. Must appreciate it. Yeah. Hey, Dan, after the dirty retention pond, I am immune from disease. All right, what do you got for us tonight, Sean? Give me something to peep. Wait, let me answer some questions. Dan, do you have an opinion on Brian Hartline leaving Ohio State as their offense coordinator? I like it. I'll tell you why. I want Indiana to win. And any type of distraction is good by me. Hey, distract the living shit out of it. Get everybody a job on Ohio State staff. Get them out of here. And I don't want to hear this either. I don't want to hear that there's nothing on this game. Really? Nothing on this game? Only 1 Heisman Trophy, 2 undefeated season, mostly the Big Ten title. Stop it, stupid. No, I will not, absolutely will not have it. They're saying I look like James Carville. Oh, man, that's hurtful. Come on, that's hurtful. Ryan Robertson, 5580. The rant was spot on today. Thank you. That was a good rant. Hey, I'm sitting here. I figure, hey, we want Stephen A. Smith to clap back, calling him a useful idiot. But Otter Creek, thanks for the money. By the way, Sean, tomorrow in my studio here in Indy, Joey Chestnut is going to be in studio. Otter Creek wants me to get him to eat something. He can't eat. I'll tell you what he cannot eat, all right?
Yeah.
The contest he's in here on Saturday is Hermanaki chicken wings, famous here in Indy. He's also done the shrimp, the St. Elmo shrimp, so he can't eat those two. Obviously, hot dogs. If you were going to bring, and I ask Otter Creek and all these guys this, if you were going to bring in something for Joey Chestnut to eat in studio, what would you think about bringing in? What do you think, Sean, or anybody out there? I really – marshmallows. Can he eat a whole bag of marshmallows in one, push?
I'd go, yeah.
I don't know.
I'd like to see how fast he can work through a big jug of those Utz cheese balls, like the big container, the Big Daddy, because that's been a nice week-long pick at it dinner for me, where I'll just work through it. But I want to see how quickly a pro can get it done. I think I could knock that down in a day if I really tried, but I want to see. I bet he could.
You talking about you talking about the plastic? Yeah, a day.
Yeah, I think I could get it in a day.
Shit, you'd have that done when? Tell me. Come on, a day. God. My fat ass would have that done. What time is it? I bet you I could have that whole thing done by 9. It's 6:10. I ain't going to do it.
Yeah. I think about 90 minutes you could probably secure it. Thing is, that'll carve up your mouth.
I would think.
All that cheese and grease and powder. Oh, I love it so
it'd be
much.
You know who Rick Majerus is?
No file on Rick Majerus.
You don't know who Rick Majerus, the famous basketball coach, is? What's wrong with you?
It's a blind spot for me.
He was a big fat slob, but a great basketball coach. So he was a coach here at the Bucks, all over. Great coach, Hall of Fame guy, all that stuff. But when he was at Ball State, the car dealer that lent him the car said Majerus told him beforehand, look, just don't give me a new car. He's a big fat slob. I mean, a pig. Just a pig of a human being.
This guy rules.
I mean, like gross. Gross. And Majerus, in fact, Friday night, I'm going to have Urban tell a story. Urban was a football coach at Utah. Majerus, the basketball coach. But anyway, so Majerus told him, don't give me a new car. Give me a used car and give me a bad one. First time he turned the car in, the car dealer goes, wait, what the hell? You're talking about Cheetos? He had Cheeto handprints on the roof because he would eat them and wipe his hands on the roof, the pig. Seriously. Come on.
That's foul. That is foul.
They're like, Rick, like, do we got to get you like a napkin? You never heard of a wet towel while you're, oh man, like on the roof, fingerprints, that kind. It's insanity. Oh man. Anyway,
that's ridiculous. Because
look at us. We got $7 in the kitty, huh?
The fat slob. You're licking the fingers after. You're licking the cheese dust off your fingers.
Unbelievable.
Why are you wasting it on the roof on the ceiling of the car?
I don't know. Well, you consider it wasting. I mean, scratch your balls with it. Get some from Munda. Get something going. I don't know.
That's not right.
I don't know. I do read David Baldacci. In fact, I'm on a middle of one. I never know their story, but I do. I do read Dave. I read all of his stuff. In fact, they got another one ready for Florida. That's right. All right. Give me the questions that people are asking. What do you got, Sean? Let's do it. Where's Gritty, by the way? I don't see Gritty out here. The hell's Gritty?
Let's hit question 1 here. Dan, I live in Western Michigan. A buddy from South Georgia was crushing me for not being able to golf year-round. Do you have a cutoff date for golf, or do you still play in the winter? Troy Mack, 0517.
Troy, I love the question. There are times many people in Indiana brag about they played a round of golf in every month. Our course here just closed, but I go to Florida now that I'm fat, old, and all those kind of things. So I really don't have a cutoff, but going to Florida, I'll probably play 4 or 5 times in a month down there. Come home, it'll be the middle of January, and actually I'll probably play in the drunk guys. What do they call it? The Drunk Guy Simulator League here. But I don't have a cutoff. If it's nice, let's go play. I mean, sometimes in December, it used to be in Bloomington in southern Indiana, you could play. Maybe not so much here. Certainly not in northwest Indiana. But, yeah, we ain't mad about it. Hey, wait a second. Why are you calling these liberal glasses? See this right eye? I had surgery on. I still can't see where the shit, if you really want to know. So I'm wearing these, and they're not actually glasses. They're cheaters. I don't have glasses, so I pull them up here, but they ain't liberal glasses. Shut up. Oh, let's try these. Maybe these are, no, they're the same. I don't know.
The glasses are fine, Dan. The glasses are fine.
Yeah. They go with the shirt. There you go. What do you got next, big boy?
Question 2, Tim3389. How good was Zach Weber for you? Weber.
Man, I forgot about Zach Weber. Zach Weber was this big old kid that was going like, I don't know, and he came and lasted 1 practice at Bowling Green. He a big old dude, lasted 1 practice, and then years later he bitched about me. No, true story. I saw this question before, and I'm like, who the hell is Zach Weber? And then I realized, wait a second, that's that kid, the big old kid from somewhere. I was looking for players my first or second year. There was like 2 kids that lasted 1 practice. And next thing you know, it was a while ago. He was bitching, whining, and moaning. Dakich, even back then, well, I don't know, he's probably 40-some years old now. So fuck Zach Weber. And fuck whoever asked that question. Next.
Thanks, TM. Question 3. Dan, do you remember what songs your parents listened to when you were growing up? And do you listen to any of those songs still? Clay G. Collins, 12.
Yeah, my parents were all about Sinatra, Tom Jones, Engelbert Humperdinck, and every Friday for years on my show, I would sing She's a Lady by Tom Jones to end the week. I don't know why I stopped. I just did. My wife at the time, my girlfriend, actually at the time, a girl in Syracuse that was dumping me all the time, my current wife. But anyway, yeah, man, I love Sinatra. I'm big on Sinatra, but my mom, there is a rumor in my family. She denies it, everybody except maybe my dad one time. There's a rumor my mother took off her panties like all the women were doing and threw them on stage at Engelbert Humperdinck. I cannot, she's older now. I think maybe my goal this year on her 90th birthday is to get her to admit it. But that was a big deal back then. Women would throw panties at Engelbert Humperdinck, at Tom Jones, Donny Osmond, that kind of thing. I don't think we do it now. I think women take off their panties in grocery stores and put it in the fruit section. But hey, back in them days, Bobby Dakich was a wild one. That's right. Don't at me either, pal. What else we got?
Who was that artist? Engelbert. Who was that?
Look him up. Engelbert Humperdinck was huge. Weird name. Back in the day, the guys would have the gold chains, the undressed, the unbuttoned shirt. Engelbert Humperdinck was the man. No, I can't help you if you didn't know Engelbert.
I've never heard of that guy. That is crazy.
You never heard of You ever hear of Tom Jones?
I've heard of Tom Jones. I heard of everybody else, but this guy, Engelbert
Look at this.
Humperdinck.
Tell me this ain't a heartthrob, ladies. Yeah. There he is, right there.
Get a stage name,
there
brother.
He is. No way. Let me see. Hold on. He's a British singer. He's still alive. He's my mom's age. Oh, wait. Hold on. His actual name was Aaron George Dorsey.
That's 1,000 times better. That's 1,000. Aaron George Dorsey. You could see that guy playing in an arena now. Engelbert Humperdinck.
Why would you go with it? When would Engelbert Humperdinck ever been a good name to have? Where would that? I don't know. Hey, Conman wants to know, how do we submit questions? Conman, you asked a question. I'll give you an answer right here. No, seriously. So Conman 607. Pepe Le Pew D1K, is J.J. McCarthy a total bust? Ooh, right now he is. Hey, but you got to be careful with that whole bust thing. I mean, we've seen Sam Darnold, Geno Smith for a minute. We've seen Baker Mayfield. We've seen guys resurrect their career. So before we label a guy a total bust, let's see a second act here. The same thing I've said about Anthony Richardson. Let's just, I get it. He is, no question. But going way, way back to Jim Plunkett, the first pick in the draft, early 70s, he sucked. Next thing you know, early 80s, he's winning 2 Super Bowls. So I'm always just a little bit. Hey, Dan, this is from Big Daddy Mac, 1439. Ohio State -4 against the Hoosiers, who we bet. I've already said I think Indiana wins the game outright. I watched them back-to-back, meaning Friday night I'm watching them, Indiana, Purdue, and then Saturday noon, that's the next game, basically, I'm watching Ohio State, and it hit me. Indiana's a better football team. I'm taking the points, no question. It was 5.5. I think it's down to 4, maybe 4.5. And I'm betting the money line. Which way you going, Big Sean?
I think, I keep on getting duped thinking that Ohio State's going to drop one because their quarterback looks like he's 10, and he looks like he's tiny, and I don't think he can ball. And then Mendoza looks like an action figure. I think my lean right now is that Ohio State line. Because their defense is just nasty. I mean, it's a nasty defense, and I'm going to admit it. But I'm not ruling Indiana out. I'm definitely not. If they go up 7, I might be looking to tail on them and really take that win.
There you go. Hey, Dan, Brian Haas, my man Haasy, he wants to know Kristen Bell or Justine Lupe. I didn't know who Justine Lupe was. She was in Succession. I got to tell you, I literally was standing this close to Kristen Bell. I was in New York City with my first wife, kids. We were riding bikes in Central Park and pulled up, and there was a movie set. And there was like a line, and I was sitting there on my bike, and Kristen Bell it was called Meet Me in Paris or something like that. And she had to run in this scene, and she ran here, and my bike happened to be there. I go, hey! I didn't know who it was. And here's what I remember about her. Really skinny, no rack, none whatsoever, and very pale. And then I saw the movie, and I'm like, damn, she's pretty. Like, I didn't think anything of it. And now, I don't know, she's a star. The other girl, I really liked her on Succession. I thought she was great. So I'm going to go with the rack, and that is that Lupe lady. Yeah, Veronica Mara. Yeah. Come on, Dan. It's Indiana versus Ohio friggin' State. Yeah. What up, 24-inch nails? Yeah. Dan, January Jones is a baddie. Yeah, of course. Isn't January Jones the one on Mad Men? Yeah, I think it's Mad Men or whatever it's called. But, yeah, of course. Dan, my favorite Long Island in Kilroy's is the H2O. Give it a try. It's light on the stomach and not too sweet. That's from Zachary Armitage. You know, Zach, we're going to be there. I hope everybody on this chat shows up. 5 o'clock, Urban should get there. 4:30, we're going to start our show. It's our Outkick show, so anything goes. What do we care? My wife's going to hang around. Shelly Meyer's going to hang around. There you go. Urban and I, we're going to talk about Urban's journey, tell some stories from when we got a little bit hammered and talked our buddy into going and getting an Andrew Dice Clay video from the Blockbuster in town and sat in Urban's basement with our wives with Andrew Dice Clay, and they looked at us like we're complete idiots. Why are we watching this? This sucks. You guys suck. Yeah. So there you go. Anyway, I'll drink a Long Island there. I got a big weekend, man. I got to, I got to be smart. Very smart. What other questions you got, Big Sean?
Let's go. Question 5. Dan, rank these hobbies: bird watching, bowling, chess. Gator Chris 95.
Oh, that's easy. Bird watching last. What the fuck? That's all I got. Bowling I like. Bowling, not a sport, an activity. Well put. Chess, I don't mind playing, actually. I got a big chess set right here. Matter of fact, I think it's been played once. But, hey, look, you know how to play chess, Sean?
I can't stand chess. I know how to play.
Why?
I'm aware of it because I can't do the 20 moves ahead. And if he makes this move, I make this one, and it's been set up. I can't do that. My brain doesn't work that way. And then I end up getting mad at myself. Bowling rules. Love bowling. I'd go bird watching before I played chess. I think I certainly would.
I'd put a bullet in my mouth before I go bird watching. So there you go. Hey, here's a question. Dan, let me ask you this. We'll both answer this one. Jordan, Jason Harsh, 6377. Dan, is it wrong to refer to my wife and kids as the freeloaders that live in my house when I'm mad? Yes, that's wrong, you dick. What's wrong with you?
Is it?
Huh?
Oh, I
Yes.
referred to as such many times. Bunch of freeloaders. That's what I got hit with. Since you're 11 years old,
man.
am I supposed to contribute? What do you want from me here?
Yeah. Hey, Dad, what am I supposed to work 9 to 5 at U.S. Steel? What are we doing around these parts? Like, where are we at here?
You're just gonna keep on playing.
Oh my
it would
gosh.
it would happen if you forgot your cleats at home. It'd be like, I just deal with a bunch of freeloaders taking a second trip, couldn't get by it. I stand with it. Use the term, Jason.
Wouldn't
Go
you
crazy.
wouldn't you love to have a hidden camera from when that happened, just to have about your dad or your mom?
Oh, I got some yellings. Oh yeah, that'd be great to look back on. Be like, I forgot about that.
That'd be funny. That'd be so funny. Hey, Dad, here you are, man. Hey, Dad, what the fuck? I was 11 years old, and this is what you're doing? What are we doing, Dad?
Oh.
What the hell's going on around here?
Why am I running so fast? Oh, there's the belt. That's why. going right around the hall.
Oh, man. Hey, don't hit your kids. Bullshit. Smack their ass when they do something jacked up. Hey, Dan, this is Pepe Le Pew, who's becoming one of our favorites right now. If Danny Dimes loses more mobility due to injury, loses badly this weekend to the Jazz, can the Colts turn to Richardson to let Danny Dimes heal for a few weeks? I don't think so. Richardson's not in his 21-day window yet. Got that broken orbital bone. No, I don't think they can. I mean, there's a procedure for coming back. Actually, Deshaun Watson did that today. I don't know if you guys saw that. But while everybody's jumping up and down, standing on their head and crapping snowballs about Shedeur Sanders, the 21-day window to bring Deshaun Watson back started today. So, no, you can't, you can't do that. Dan, what's the best beer brand? Whatever you like. It's like my friend Fred calls in my show. He's got a 300-pound wife, and he always says, "Hey, Danny, I like what I like, baby." Yeah, you like what you like when it comes to beer. I'm on a bit of a Miller Lite kick just because I don't want to drink Ultra, and I don't want to, I don't know, whatever you like. I mean, that's all. I don't know. That's good with me. Mm-hmm. This show should be named Dakich Unfiltered. Brad Buffington, who lives on a farm, he's my buddy, big Wisconsin fan. Brad said, "Hey, I wasn't a freeloader. I was cheap labor." That's right. I don't know. How cheap were you really, though? Seriously. I mean, you're not that cheap as a kid, are you, Sean? I don't know.
No. You play sports? You got extracurriculars? You know what a video game is? You can't be cheap. Yeah, that is coming home.
You can't be cheap. Right. No. What are you doing?
I need a bat if I'm going to play baseball. I can't find a bat sometimes. And then, here comes the bat.
Right.
You better use it till it breaks. And we did.
All right. You got any more questions? What do you got for me? Let's go.
Oh, yeah. Let's go. Question 6. Dan, did you catch any of the UConn-Kansas game? Our local boy Mullins looked pretty good. Went for 17-5, hit clutch free throws at the end. That's from Grat25.
I thought Mullins was really good. I hate to say it. So was that Floyd Bigumba. He was a Mr. Basketball 2 years ago. He's from Kokomo. That's two really good players that Mike Woodson didn't get. I thought Mullins was great. Like, Mullins came up with loose balls. Mullins hit big shots. He hit the 2 free throws. Look, you go into – I mean, this is unbelievable. But you go into – for one of your first games, it's the second day ever. And you're going into Rock Chalk Jayhawk, and you're making the big free throws. You're getting 17 points in 23 minutes. You're getting the big – he didn't get a steal, but he came up with 2 straight loose balls, which was un-effing believable. So, hey, that's 2 kids last – I think Kansas is going to be really good, by the way, as soon as Peterson comes back. I think they're going to be really good. They're athletic. They're big. But, man, a hell of a win for Bobby Hurley last night. Nobody returns my texts anymore. Barkley has it. Danny Hurley, it used to be, when I was at ESPN, everybody returned my text. It's bullshit. It's complete horse shit, by the way. I'm just saying, I don't like it. I don't like anything about it. No. No. I do like Spotted Cow, Brad. I do. I like Spotted Cow. Oh, yeah. I ain't mad at a Blue Moon. And, there's some beer my wife has. It's some kind of Hoosier beer or something that I had on the golf course last time I played. It was pretty good. So there you go. What else? What do we got?
Let's go. Question 7. NIL is pushing old college football into extinction. Do you ever wish boxing or horse racing were still as big as they once were? And do you think CFB will follow them?
Is pushing college football, old college, yeah. Do you ever wish boxing or horse racing were still as big as they once were? No, man. I think college football is in an unbelievable spot. I do. I think it's in an unbelievable spot. The money is flowing in. There's only going to be more. Every network wants to be a part of it. Boxing, you make a great point, though. There was a time when a lot of us, me and others like me, we could tell you the top 10 heavyweights in order, middleweight, lightweight. We could tell you, particularly after 1976, after the Olympics, when everybody jumped on the boxing train with Sugar Ray Leonard, Howard Davis, and all, Spinxes. No, it was unbelievable. And now, to your point, you're right. I remember when people told me that there would be UFC and all that would beat up on boxing. I didn't believe it. Now I do. I do. Hey, Dan, we have some men in here who are high noon White Claw guys. No. I've never had one. I never will have one. I've tasted them. I don't like them. And they're for girls. There you go. That's I'm going to go upstairs after this. True story, long day. I went an hour on the elliptical and the bike, and I am going to go and I am going to drink a little bit of Jack tonight while I watch the Hoosiers. Hey, Terry A. Spring, there's a local brew in Cleveland, Great Lakes Brewery. Their Christmas sale, probably the best bottled beer I've ever had. I don't know if it makes it over the Indiana-Ohio border, though. Terry, true story. After my mother-in-law died, the next day, that night, whatever, I was up there. I took my brother-in-law and my stepson, and I had to get them out of the house. It was crazy. Everybody's wailing, right? All right. That was the next day. I said, we're going. Let's go. We're going to Great Lakes Brewery up in Michigan. And we got so hammered that I'm not saying they asked us to leave, but they might have asked one of us to leave, and it was the big iron worker. So anyway, we left there, called my wife. She came and picked us up. And I got to tell you, the one thing I do remember about that night, how good the beer was. Great Lakes Brewery, really, 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 really good. Yeah. Look at Pepe Le Pew. After I get off work, I'm going to put up Christmas decorations with the kids, and I'm having some whiskey with the wife. All right, now just stop this. Stop calling your wife the wife. I don't even know why that bothers me. It's like, huh?
That's out of bounds?
What?
That's out of bounds?
I don't know why it bothers me.
I don't like my lady. Anybody calling their wife my lady, I think is a bit of a clown show.
All right, another story. Hot girl. I'll give you mine. Hot girl. A little bit younger than me. Actually, quite a bit. Had a couple kids. Wanted to date me. So we went on a date. Hot. Hot. And not crazy. Like, whoa. Hang on, caller. And she started calling her kids kiddos. I paid the bill and I left. I left her right there at the bar. I did. There are just certain things. Like Steve Alford, when we played together at Indiana, he would call his mom and dad. Well, dad's coming to the game. I go, who's dad? Your dad, my dad? The fuck? So there are certain things that bother psychotic people like me, Sean. It's my wife, not the wife. That's right, fungi. That's right. C. Fitch says, you taught me years ago never to say the wife. That's right. You're having whiskey with Katie. There's never been an ugly girl named Katie. So your wife is beautiful. Enjoy her. Don't call her the wife. Ever. Hey, speaking of that, Sean, a couple weeks ago, you were going on a date. We were talking about it. Any new developments in this?
Oh, yeah. I got another date this week with her. So, going to try to run it back. It's been a bit. So it's going to be, hey, let's try not to mess it up after you didn't mess it up the first time. I think I didn't mess it up. And then at some point mid-date, I got to find a way to invite her. I got this Christmas party, holiday party, whatever. The following Friday, I got to sneak an invite in there because all my buddies are bringing girls. And I'm starting to feel like I can't show up to this thing stag. So I got to get to another date out of this date.
Well, let me speak for a generation that's a little bit older than you. Your buddies want you to show up with a date because you are strikingly handsome in person.
Oh,
and when you show up, they are all afraid that you're going to steal their bitches.
I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure if that's the situation.
Man, Sean come in here, he's stealing my bitches.
Sean come in here, he's drinking hard and he's leaning up on the wall looking for a seat. That's what Sean's doing coming in there.
Hey, Ross ain't wrong. Ross says the wife sucks, but hubs or hubby is a dirty word. Yeah, this is my hubby. Oh, shut the fuck up.
That stinks. That does stink. Oh, hubby this morning.
Does, right?
I hate you know what? People post the videos of look at my hubby. I'm rooting against the guy as soon as you said that. I'm off of him. So he better do something impressive.
I'll give you another one. I'll tell you what's worse. And I think this is the all-timer. I just thought of this. When a dude calls his wife wifey, I want to punch him right in the dick. I do.
That's awful. What are you 15?
Right. My son did that with a girlfriend. And it was on a group chat. And honest to God, I've never seen my ex-wife and my daughter go at my son more viciously than that. I mean, the boy finally said, okay, I got it. You know what I mean? Like, we ain't doing that shit.
Oh,
that's
some annoying.
Doing that?
First of all, it's annoying young people shit. Like, that's an annoying young people shit. And it's also been adopted by old people doing a bad bit. So there's no good anywhere from that.
Doing a bad bit. You know, us old people, we walk around all the time doing bits. That's what we do. Everything's a bit to us old guys.
That's what I've been doing if I was old. Just doing whatever's at the top of my mind.
Oh, man. How about Ross Campbell? Would you ever do this? All right, listen to this one. I always wanted to show up to a date with a beard, then shave it in the bathroom and come back to the table and act like nothing happened. Why?
Oh God! Oh, they would not be happy. I tell you what, that girl would not be happy if she's going out already. She's going out with a monster.
Yeah,
in my situation, like just to like.
Absolutely.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Then you got to give. He's 14. That's what he's got. No facial hair, nothing. Can't do it. Big fat face. Gotta hide it.
Oh man, this is a good one though, Pepe Le Pew. I know someone is old the second I hear the old ball and chain. We have a ding or a bell that my producer, who's half black, half white, rings when we give old white guy sayings. Like today it was something in a handbasket. I can't remember what it was. Something I said, and he dings it. But if we ever hear the old ball and chain, you know, that, my friend. Hey, Dan, do you remember playing at Flatwoods? Yeah, I remember Flatwoods. I think I hit a home run and got in a fight with a guy that looked exactly like Jose Canseco. True story. I remember Flatwoods. I remember this tournament. There was this big old team we were playing, and I hit if slow pitch softball, you hit a home run, who cares, right? Well, they were acting like idiots. So I hit one out, and I just started screaming at their biggest guy. I think it may have won the game or tied the game. I don't know. It was late in the game. I mean, I start screaming and he looked just like Jose Canseco. And even my teammates are like, man, we're going to get our ass beat here. I go, no, we're not. I'm ready. I wasn't ready. But anyway, I do remember Flatwoods. We used to call it Flatwoods. Oh, yeah, Minneapolis has gone to hell in a handbasket. That's what I said today. Ding!
That is an old white term. God.
Hey, listen to this one. Fun guy says, I call my wife the old hatchet wound. What?
Oh, my God. It's disgusting, sir.
What is that?
It's disgusting.
What is that?
Now we're getting to gross. That's not right.
Oh, my God. Hey, Dan, how do you refrain from swearing on your radio show right after doing a show where you can swear as much as you want? I'm impressed. This is a true story. The Wall Street Journal actually did a story on this. When I broadcast, when I first started out, I would go into the bathroom because I swear like it's my job, always have. The Gretchen Wellman turned me in back in the day, and I had soap in my mouth. Didn't deter. Anyway, I would go into the bathroom and read the newspaper out loud. So that for 10 minutes, so that I could hear myself talk without swearing. And then when I would do a game, I'd have my board and I would put a big NS, like on top, NS, and I would doodle on it, NS. So by the end of it, that, one NS would become big, and because it was a problem. Like here we swear and, whatever, but, I don't know. That's what I did. And I liked it. What else you got, Sean?
Let's go. Question 11. Hey, Dan, I actually have real questions. What do you think of the Tar Heels basketball team this year? What do you think of Jasmine putting her foot in her mouth about the wrong Epstein? I'll let you off with those two for now. LOL. Top notch 7777.
All right, let me go with Jasmine. I mean, are you surprised? The woman's an idiot. The woman just talks and figures it out later. We all have a friend like that. They're just talking, or when you're talking, they're waiting to talk. And that's what Jasmine Crockett is. She's just an idiot. And I would expect her to get – how do you get the wrong Epstein, though? Like, she saw Jeffrey Epstein. Like, there's only one Jeffrey Epstein. She thought it was that Jeffrey Epstein. It turns out it was a private citizen. In terms of the Tar Heels, I don't know. I really don't know. I'll tell you why. Great win last night against Kentucky. But as I was watching the game, I thought to myself, these two teams are good. But you're used to Kentucky and certainly North Carolina being in top 10 good in terms of talent. I mean, if you go back and you look in the Dean Dome, I did this. I've never been in a Dean Dome until, I don't know, I was broadcasting 7-8 years ago. And I forgot about all the great players they've had. The talent level at North Carolina is astounding. Obviously, same thing at Kentucky. And I was watching last night. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. These two teams are good. 15 to 20, maybe 10 to 20 in the country. When I watched Kansas, I thought, man, wait a second. This team's going to be really good. And when I watched UConn, I just thought this team is UConn. It's who they are. So I think they're going to have a good year. I don't know the ACC that well. Like, I don't know what Clemson's about. Looks like Florida State is terrible. Miami looks okay under Jai Lucas. But I got to tell you, I wasn't shot in the ass with either North Carolina or Kentucky as much as I thought I would be last night. They were good, really good. Don't get me wrong. Kentucky will beat Indiana, and the Big Blue Nation will, all over itself. But long story short, I turn the volume off and I watch the game usually when I want to see if a team's good early in the season, and I just thought they were good, really good. Don't get me, but I don't know about great. What else you got?
Let's go question 8. Dan, I just got back from California, Santa Barbara, seeing family for Thanksgiving. I know you probably hate it, but I look forward to going every year. Would you ever vacation or live in Cali?
Funny you say that. My son is in a tournament. Illinois State is playing, I think they're playing Utah State in Salt Lake City coming up here in a week or two. And I said, who else is in the tournament? And he said, Cal Santa Barbara and someone else. Well, the coach at Cal Santa Barbara, Joe Pasternak, was a manager when I was an assistant at Indiana. I think I hired him. All right. And I told him, I said, look, if that job ever comes open, we're going. And I said, I am your ops guy because I'm the best ops guy in the history of ops guy, at least according to Calvin Sampson when I worked for him. And it's the most beautiful place, most beautiful campus on earth, more so than Pepperdine. And it is a stunningly gorgeous place. Now, you got to make $1 million a year to take a dump in that town, but that's all right. The former coach at UC Santa Barbara, Jerry Pym, listen to this. He lived on a boat. His home was a boat in the yacht or in Santa Barbara, which is gorgeous. Jerry Pym had it figured out. Rest in peace, Jerry Pym. But I'm not mad. I'm mad at California. I'd go to Newport. I'd go out there with my wife when she was doing games or when I did games out there. I love California. The hell? Just, keep it moving, people. Next, what do you got? Oh, boy, we lost listeners. Huh.
Let's go. Let's go Sean question 1. This is the one that I had for you, Dan. Dan, did you coach your kids? And if so, was there a drill that brought the family practice to tears?
Oh, I coached my kids. Yeah, I coached my daughter when she was in 6th grade and my son was in 8th grade. Then I coached my son's AAU team for like 6 years. Oh, yeah. Now, was there a drill that brought him to tears? No, but we did do this. We used to have bets among the dads on my daughter's team on how many cries. How many girls? We've never won a game. Did not win a single game. And it was how many. So I'd go to the dads like, all right, girls are a little sensitive today. I'm going to make the number of cries 3.5. Who's got the over? I'm taking the under. Who's betting? We'd bet $1. And then my son's teams, I treated them like, I told him I'm going to treat you like a college team. So we did loose ball drills, take a charge drill, that kind of stuff. But no, I coached. That's one of the great things. I didn't want to go back into college coaching because I had so much fun coaching my kid and coaching his buddies. A lot of them played in college, Illinois, Michigan, Evansville. A lot of them played. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. Yeah. There you go.
That's nice. Yeah. The Andersons had a drill. The perfect infield drill, because I played baseball, sisters played softball.
Yeah.
And you'd have to go through the infield perfectly, taking ground balls, catch it, throw it, get it home. And I don't know if we ever got through one without somebody breaking down. Somebody was crying that day.
No chance.
Yeah,
you chance.
Well, because we're also, we'll start running our mouths if the ground ball or somebody sells us out, and then Dad don't like that. So then that's the ground balls get harder, and then there's more pressure. So okay, that's
I'm with you.
Taking lines on
I'm with you. You know what? My son, they do this drill that I used to do as a college coach, but they do it at Illinois State. You got to get 3 perfect stops. You got to jump to the ball, this stuff. And my son asked me, I don't know, a month ago or so, hey, Dad, why didn't we ever do that drill in AAU? I said, because it would have taken us an entire freaking month to get 3 perfect defense. You guys were idiots. You guys were like You guys were like 9th grade. What are you talking about?
Figure out the 3-man weave in 9th grade. Get up and down the
right.
mat.
I mean, yeah. Oh, you think I'm gonna sit there for an hour and a half telling you, no, you didn't get to help side. No, you let the ball get beat. No, shut up. So, all right, we only got a few minutes left. I want to give you a little preview tonight of Indiana, Minnesota. I know a lot of you guys like to bet. I'm taking the 8.5. I actually moved it down to 6.5 and did it with what I do. I did a parlay because what I like to do in college basketball is this. This makes money for me. I like to get a game that I think is pretty much a lock. And then I get a game that I want to watch, and I move the line to where it's even money, if this makes sense. So when I looked at this, let me make sure I got it here for you guys. And, honest to God, Kent State is going to beat the crap out of Austin Peay, okay? So at the time I bet it was like minus 400. And then what I did was I took Indiana, and if I kept the 8.5, then it was like plus 22, $10 to win 22. I didn't care about the 2.5. I wanted to double my money. So what I did was I moved Indiana's line to minus 6.5. So I got Indiana minus 6.5, and I've got Kent State to win the game, money line, and it's $50 to win 100. That's what I like. I like getting bets to double digits or 2-1. I like that a lot. Now, I'm hoping in another bet that Indiana gets down 8 points. If Indiana can get to where the spread is, that usually gives me the opportunity to just bet Indiana on the money line. Because, let's be honest, I said this today, Iowa's always going to be Iowa. Last night, I was talking to my son, and he's like, Dad, I'm telling you, this coach at Iowa, they're going to beat Sparty. I go, Andrew, I'm 162 years old. Iowa's had 20 coaches. They've always been Iowa. 14 years Fran McCaffrey's been at Iowa. You know how many Big Ten titles he won? As many as me and Sean. Although I got a bunch as an assistant. You know how many Sweet 16s? As many as me and Sean, although I got a bunch as an assistant. No. Stop it, stupid. No. Iowa going to Iowa. Minnesota going to Minnesota. This new coach, he's going to get his ass beat. But here's the thing to watch. Minnesota has a kid named Cade Tyson who was really good at Belmont. I remember him. And he went to North Carolina, didn't play. I mean, played 8 minutes, whatever. He was 16-point-a-game guy at Belmont. So now he transfers over to Minnesota. He's averaging 22. He's 7th in the country in scoring. If Indiana's any good, that kid doesn't get more than 17. When you are a legit good team playing against a legit bad team, and that is a bad team, Minnesota, by Big Ten standards, you hold the best score on the other team well below his scoring mark. That's one way you know whether a team is really good or not. Now, if Indiana goes in there and loses tonight against a bad team, Indiana's not a good team. But if they win And this kid, when the game is decided, meaning let's say Indiana's up 20 with 3 minutes to go and he goes and gets 6 points. Well, I don't care about that. I'm talking about when the game is decided. That's one way to watch. And if you want to watch something, watch that. Watch that. Watch if the Indiana can hold this Tyson kid to markedly under his scoring average while the game is still a game. That's what good teams do. That's what, this coach has talked about how hard they play on defense. This coach, the fans loving the offense, and we should because it's been good. But the coach is talking about defense. And if they are any good defensively, that is what you do. I think I'm 2 for 2 on this show, Sean, at giving out betting winners. I do. I think I am.
Keep on giving me winners, Dan.
Take that
I need
parlay
winners
today.
Take
that parlay today.
Yeah, I'm in on it. Same lines.
Kent's got a good team, and Kent's gonna. I'll tell you this: if Kent gets down against Austin Peay, I'm betting the hell out of Kent because they're gonna win that game. They will absolutely win that game. But at the end of the day, I think Indiana's going to cover that 6.5. Hey Dan, but Dan doesn't die after the show ends. Wait a second, hold on. Where'd that come from? I'd subscribe to Only Dan's. Yeah, baby.
Is Only Dan's flying off the shelf? Is that what we're doing? Or are we going subscription-based here?
Oh, my God. Hey, Dan, here's another old white guy saying, hit the road, Jack.
Oh, God.
Oh, man. All right. We done? I hope everybody has a great night. Remember, we're moving the line, Indiana to -6.5, and we're taking Kent State. What was it? What'd you just get? A -440 or 450, something like that?
440.
Book it, Dano.
Yeah,
book it.
I'm in.
Book it, Shauno. What's my man saying here? Wait, where? Hang on. One last thing. You know what, Ross? You've been pretty funny today. Dan, you're still doing cameos from time to time. No, I'm not doing Only Dan's. Have a great afternoon. We'll see you tomorrow. Remember, if you're on this, hit the subscribe button. Come on. And if you're on this, hit that little bell that tells you notifications. Sean, you got anything else to add?
Yeah, people asking questions where they can leave questions. If you're subscribed to Don't At Me with Dan Dakich, we're pulling questions from the comments on YouTube. We're making specific community posts where you can leave questions. We pull from there. So if you're involved, you want to ask questions, get involved. Yeah, just ask your questions in a video. Ask the questions on the community posts. We love pulling your questions. Yeah, you're asking good ones so far. Thank God. Worked on shows where you couldn't buy a question. Now these people, they want to know stuff from you, Dan.
They're smart. They know where to. And by the way, I told you guys this great Christmas present. Those of you that don't listen to my afternoon show, this is a true story. QC Kinetics. If I were my son and I got back pain, which I did, I swear to God, your dad doesn't need a golf balls, and he doesn't need. And I tell you what, go to QCkinetics.com and just look it up. Get them a consultation to help their health, and get it for them. It's a great gift. I'm telling you. I swear to God. I always try to think of different gifts around Christmas time, and QC Kinetics I actually did for my knee, and it worked well. Telling you, that's a great gift. Fantastic gift. So there you go. We are all service here. Sean, next week we're going to recap your date. When's that date?
Tomorrow night. I gotta set a location for that. Yeah, oh God, I still gotta do that. Jesus.
Sparks Steakhouse, where Paul Castellano got gunned down outside downtown Manhattan. There you go. I'll tell you right now.
Sure.
If I don't get to the bathroom, there's going to be a problem, and it's going to stink for a long time. See you guys. Thanks, Sean. Thanks.